This Friday on You Plug.
How do you set yourself up for a successful relationships? Because
And now we're entering 2023 with new energy, with new vibes, and new relationships.
other people want to be in a new relationship. Other people want to exit.
What would we say a successful relationship is?
It won't matter
Hey.
if I feel or do not feel.
Hey, Ribaba Shoko!
If we're not going to engage in sex because the time is not right.
Whose time?
I acknowledge that as a point that you are raising, but you're not going to raise it to me like that.
No.
I'm not accepting it like that.
Set a goal for a goal. Hey,
I'm lost.
set a goal for a goal.
What are you saying? Hi friends and family, welcome to You Plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in. Welcome back to your favorite space, to your favorite channel of choice, and the season's greetings to you and your loved ones.
Thank God.
If you are in the space for the first time, na ki opa wa garamalegana. Gimna ri nomsudu wa gata fasa. Wa shadro gata gas. Gingiten gamazul gamlom na tuturusa. Gi goble bertawatur moro butul komadisani. Buda komo. And I'm always excited to be in the space, and I'm not alone, as you can see. I'm with a friend of mine here.
Right. Hi everyone. My name is Mac. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the child of the Most High God. I'm blessed and highly favored, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God, to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of 2022 into 2023.
Come on,
and
man.
we are here.
We
friends.
are here. We are here to make things happen.
Thank you for joining us. It's a wonderful new year, and we hope that you had a wonderful and great and blessed one, that everything of 2022 stays there, and now we're entering 2023 with new energy, with new vibes, and just with new relationships.
And I mean, if you happen to be here for the first time, I mean, you plug. It's a community space, but we would like to believe that we exist to challenge the existing relationship narratives and negotiate the alternatives. That there's not just black or white. There are other ways that are there to explore for a successful relationship. So that's why we are here, and we are always open for conversations. We do not mind to be challenged. We do not mind if you do not agree with us. We invite you. You can make a comment, or you can just slide in the DMs or comment. We can have you. If you sit here with us and we discuss, because at the end of the day we want to have a voice in that relationship space, but also help shaping those relationship landscapes. So that's why we are here. That's our mandate. Our backdrop is that of a Christian worldview. We subscribe fully to that worldview. We do not mind if you have a different view than ours, but we always engage from that backdrop. Not meaning that this is a Christian only channel. It means whatever that we do is informed by this worldview.
If you're seeking for truth, let that be what guides your ear, your conscience. If truth is said in here, and we're putting it out to the test, let's go and test it and see if it's workable. If your relationship flourishes, come back and hit that subscribe button. But it's also a light channel. We love to laugh. We love to keep it light. It's not deep. We're not gonna go deep, but
we can if the space allows, but there's always humor, and we are chilled space. We are very chilled. We are relaxed. So I mean, it's a new year, Mac. People set goals. You have body goals. You have financial goals. You have academic goals. You have all type of spiritual goals, and I mean all types of goals, including relationship goals. And I think that's where we want to settle for this episode. in this episode, we want to settle on that relationship goals. How do you set yourself up for a successful relationships? Because ultimately, that's what goals are for. If I say my goal is academics, if I say my goal is I'm a fitness fanatic.
Okay.
I know that if I set my body goals to look a particular way, the measures I need to put into place to make sure that I achieve that goal. And by setting up yourself, we mean exactly that, putting measures up for this for this successful relationship, that when you look back at the end of this year, you will say, this is what when you do what stock taking, when you account, you look back and say, these are the things I wanted to achieve, and relationship is one of them, and this is how far I've come with that. So yeah, we are exploring relationship goals because it's part of the goals. Other people wants to be in a new relationship. Other people wants to better their existing relationship. Other people want to exit from a from a relationship. But you know, there are those goals that people put to make sure that their relationships succeeds, and that's what we want to talk about in today's episode.
All right. Let's go into it.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if you want to engage, please do send your comments and your advices and stuff. But this week, I mean, it's even, maybe we can even treat it as an introductory session on how you should set yourself up for a healthy and a successful relationship. But we also have to acknowledge that sometimes a relationship can be healthy and not successful. And it should always be under civil space. Obviously, we are not there for today, but for today we are saying, what is it that one needs to do to set themselves up for a successful relationship? And I think for me, the first thing that comes in mind, Meg, is setting healthy boundaries for yourself and for other people. For yourself, meaning that you should already know before you go into a relationship that these are the boundaries that I'm not willing to cross. And for me, those boundaries, mostly for me, are what I call the fundamentals. I mean, I can hear this person is nice, this person is that, is that. But as a Christian, for me, number one would be, I will want to date someone who is in the same path. I will not be willing to cross that boundary. In the episode we've had with Rev Errol, one of our old episodes, he had said, you need to learn to say no before you have to say no. So some stuff for me, you already have to know that, as a person, going into a relationship, these are the lines I'm not going to entertain. I'm not going to cross. I'm not going to bend the knee when it comes to this and this and that. And I think for me, if you want to set yourself up for a successful relationship, you need to set that healthy boundary. And not only just for yourself, but also for other people as well, how they should treat you within the context of that relationship.
Yes. So sorry, just to jump on that. What would we say a successful relationship is? And the reason I ask is because we may be anticipating that successful relationship means that it's going to last, but setting boundaries, it can cut somebody out. It can cut the other person out, and then it looks unsuccessful. So it may what is a successful relationship?
Well, for me, on a lighter note, it's whatever you want to achieve through that relationship.
Okay. Okay.
With that person, it's whatever you want to achieve with that person, but also it depends on the bigger picture you have, even beyond this, on relationship wise as well. As a Christian, for me, my priority is to be in a relationship that honors God. For me, if that relationship that honors God, for me, that will determine success. It's a goal of this relationship.
Okay.
There's that bigger goal,
Okay.
but also there's a goal that the two of us set that we want to achieve. But also there's a goal that I also said that when I am in this relationship, this relationship should help me accomplish this and this, or this is what I need to accomplish within that relationship for me to be fulfilled in that relationship. And that's why I'm saying you need to put in boundaries, because you are not going to know whether you are succeeding or not succeeding when there are no boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds to me as though we're suggesting that set a goal for a goal. Hey.
I'm lost.
Set a goal for a goal.
What are you saying?
Okay, no, but this is it. It's basically putting goalposts to aim at.
Yeah, sure.
So, because success, it can be anything.
Yeah.
So
that's why it has to be defined within the context of that relationship. Within
and it will differ from person to person. Your goalpost could be to honor God.
Yeah.
Another person's goalpost could be to that.
Yeah.
And could be that.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
And I mean, now we're just talking, overall.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're suggesting and we are advising that set a goalpost that the end of at the end of the day, you're honoring God.
Yeah.
Because that's what relationships basically are for. So if you have that first, then you're able to, then you know what boundaries to
what
set.
God is expecting also.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, Max, sorry for disrupting you. I'm thinking of this. I think I've had a few conversations along the same line to say, ultimately, be it marriage or dating, whatever this is, needs to honor God. And what helps even with those boundaries, it should not just focus on just us. For example, if someone is in a relationship and say the two of us, we've just decided that we're not going to engage in sex in this relationship. We're not going to engage in sex because the time is not right.
Sure.
You see,
whose time?
Exactly that. We can always shift those posts. We can always shift those posts when we feel it's right.
Yeah.
But if God is the goal, it won't matter if I feel or do not feel.
Hey, Ribaba Shoko. Come on. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, so there is that bigger
goal. So a standard beyond you.
Yeah, there should
two
be that,
of you.
Yes.
That regulates
exactly,
you guys.
That regulates.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if we remain uncensored, then that becomes a challenge. So for me, there's those things that I need for myself. For example, on a lower, apart from this God honoring, on a lower kind of level, which is but still a priority. If my goal for this year, if I feel like I've went through so much toxicity in the past year, and my goal this year it's mental health.
Okay.
So those are the boundaries that you are going to set. That if this relationship pushes me beyond this if this relationship does not help me to accomplish that goal, and it puts me even in a worse state, maybe I should not be continuing with that.
I think maybe for the sake of time in this episode, maybe let's just stay there on boundaries for some time, because I know maybe already people are thinking about boundaries is like no sex before marriage. And I wouldn't want us to let our viewers think just
sure.
There are also things that, like maybe in your marriage, do you have boundaries?
Oh yeah, yes, for a big time.
Because you can have sex.
Yes,
you're legal now.
Yes. No, but boundaries applies everywhere.
Yeah.
Boundaries for me, setting boundaries for myself is I know where I end and my wife begins.
Okay.
And because I know where I end and where my wife begins, I can, if I feel I'm ill-treated or I'm not treated right, I'm able to say, well, I acknowledge that as a point that you are raising, but you're not going to raise it to me like that.
No.
I'm not accepting it like that.
Okay.
I'm accepting that we have a conversation about it, but these are going to be the terms. Because it's not helping. I'm not going to for me to be able to engage you well, there needs to be grounds and there need to be mutual respect.
Sure.
We can see the point. I am wrong as you are rightfully raising, but I'm going to choose how you are going to address my wrongness. I'm not going to not regard how you feel, but I'm going to say how you communicate with me.
Sure.
We need to apply breaks to that. Let's talk to this on a civil. So there should be that mutual respect, even in marriage. I mean, even the same. Even sex. There's boundaries. I can't just say because I'm married then I can go in.
Yes.
If my wife is not feeling well, or if I am not feeling well. We need to respect those boundaries. Boundaries applies everywhere. Whether you are married or not married, boundaries applies.
The goal in relationships is to know English. Did you hear the English that comes there?
I rest.
I feel like I need to rewind that and listen. Hey, guys, it's important to know English in relationships. It's vital.
You're being dramatic.
You must be able to know that it's in my terms because of your terms and where I begin and where you end. I know.
No, for me, I don't know, Meg. And I'm not even trying to sound smart. I'm just saying, for a successful relationship, there needs to be boundaries. There needs to be healthy boundaries in terms of how we are interacting with ourselves. What is it that I am willing not to do, even as myself, be it as my moral standpoint or as my whatever. But there's stuff that I'm not willing to do. Like, I'm not going to take my phone and open a pornographic movie. That's a boundary I'm setting for me. I'm not going to do. You see, boundaries doesn't only relate to other people, but it relates to me. I already have to say no in my mind before the thought pushes me to put the other thought into action.
Okay.
I already have those stuff around me to protect me, but also to help me accomplish that goal. That helps to reinforce that discipline of achieving that goal.
Right, guys, you heard it for yourself. There are tentative measures, there are moral standpoints, there are absolutes and all of that. And I want to hear from you, friends and family. What boundaries are you setting for yourself, if you have any, and what are your goals for a successful and healthy relationship this year in 2023? And maybe you want to engage the boundaries episode more, and would like to hear from you.
I mean, I was in my mind, I was thinking of, I mean, because of time and stuff, then we have to keep it short, but I was even thinking of going on and on, maybe as we have rightfully said, that this is a kind of an introductory session, and maybe we will explore it throughout this month to say these are stuff that one can put together to set themselves up
Yeah.
for a successful relationship. But also, I want to acknowledge your questions, man. You are asking very, very
Oh, this is you
necessary.
plug.
Yeah, you are asking necessary questions, and I mean, for those who do not know, these are not scripted conversations. These are conversations that some of the stuff he's asking me on spot, or he's asking on the spot, and we have to think through that.
What Oops is trying to say is that his English has just been coming from the spot. Let's acknowledge that. It's not scripted.
Thank you for tuning in, friends and family. Remain plugged together with your loved ones, and we hope that your relationship goals come to pass. So from the two of us, remain plugged.
Tentative measures.
Ciao.